Hey everyone, it's Go to Wonder here, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to Stranding. Now this is episode 31 in my Death Stranding series. Last episode we brought the antimatter bomb here, and I let him sleep while I went and done stuff in the house. So he should be all rested up, and now we'll accept this order, and we will get back to the game. Alright, so he wants us to go get the Midnights, which have BTs around them. And we need oxygen mask.
An oxygen mask, huh? Good idea. It'll filtrate the air. In addition to protecting you from toxic gases, it'll also... If it didn't have a limited battery life, I'd tell you to keep it...
So let's just make 2 of them. Make 5 of them. And maybe one more of these. Oh shit, we need blood bags too. Alright. Got too much. Hold on. Is there a vehicle around here? There is not. Wonderful. Alright, well, what I'll do is I'll just place these in. Alright, so place that in there. Place that in there. Is there anything I don't need? Common anchors, grenade, PCC, I don't need this. Yeah, I mean, if we gotta face BTs, I need my stuff, so. Okay, we'll use this one first. We got our nades. Yeah, magnets. Alright. So let's get to it.
Keep on keeping on. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh shit.
Keep on keeping on.
all right there. Where are the oxygen masks? Should I get rid of something? Why you being stupid? You know I don't need that. I can't carry it. I'm getting rid of these. He was really that far with that, and he couldn't bring it to you.
Keep on keeping on.
We'll get there eventually. Imagine being that close to the paleontologist and not bringing back the damn. Like, imagine being that close.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Alright, we got him for you.
is immaculate.
Zero damage. Volcano orange. Still weight transporter.
Thanks for bringing in the... And yes, it did indeed include an ammonite with a bona fide umbilical cord attached. I've already sent some images and a preliminary and... Interestingly, it seems which lines up with one of his theories. Anyway, I know you only just brought this ammonite here, but I'd like you to deliver it to a colleague of mine, an Evo-Devo biologist. Lately, she's taken an interest in the tar, and I think she'd be eager to examine this particular specimen.
It's quite remarkable, and that's to your credit. To clarify, she has been studying how the tar may have influenced the development of various organisms. Accordingly, I would ask that you also recover the tar collectors deployed near her shelter and deliver them. It would be too dangerous for her to attempt to retrieve. By aiding her research, we've already made so with your continued help.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery for further information.
Alright.
Deploy.
What's that out?
Order assigned.
Oh, that's kind of far. Oh, there was a vehicle there. There's no more around here, is there? Nope. Alright.
This is the
That's what we're gonna do, right?
Keep on keeping on. Weapons restrictions lifted.
see. Okay. I'll be rushing this.
Fucking scary, huh?
Say fuck it and just fight one because I have the resources to do it.
Want to make a little more noise.
BB's not here, I don't have to worry about them hearing me.
Shy one, huh?
Alright. Go get a bike, let's get out of here. Useful. True, like it's very useful. That's the trophy. Hold on, let me do this.
Gotta stretch my legs.
I'll come back in a second to do that. I know that it's a trophy. Welcome, Hall.
I'm impressed, Sick. Not many people would have. May I have a look?
Well, why it's your stuff? Why wouldn't you?
Not a scratch on it. And the tar inside? You do not disappoint, my friend.
Oh, so I have SodaStream. I have a SodaStream. They have it at Walmart. It's called like the Dr. Pepper or some. It's the flavor. It's actually really good. Like, I don't try and drink much pop anymore. So, except for when there's like a new drink out. I want to try the new Mountain Dew Frostbite, but it's at Walmart. I don't want to go to Walmart just to take a chance of getting sick. Just for Mountain Dew.
Connect meat. That's where my studies.
Now, if I have to go get food, I'll get it then. But until then, I'm not. There's one person done. There's all of them. Though I gotta go do that way station. Right, and then we can go to Edgenaut. Grenade launcher. What do you need a grenade launcher for?
Thank you.
Grenade launcher.
It goes without saying, but after all, both it and time, sudden environmental changes such as these, those that do adapt, do so by virtue of enhancers. These genetic factors are, but there are genes which have the extinction factors. These are the seeds of advancement. Such factors may lie dormant within us all, for every being. If so, then ancient evidence of these genetic decisions that may aid us in any event, thanks to you, I'll make sure to share any interest.
Alright.
Well done, Sam. You furthered our research into the Death Stranding in ways you cannot imagine. Thank you again for bringing me Mama's body. Speaking of which, my analysis of its umbilical cord is proceeding. I've been comparing the data again. Anyway, preparations are finally complete for the... If you could collect the necessary materials for the restoration work and bring...
What's necessary materials?
Good work. New order available. Please access the...
Well, since I'm going back to
Deploying
Heartland, I'll
autonomous-
just pick up that order too. Yeah, why not? A revolver saw grenade can be loaded with 4 types of ammo, anti-BT, lethal grenade rounds, slip rounds, and non-lethal. Okay, I'll take one just in case. Why not?
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated. Time limit set.
I wonder what's the best way there. There's some type of... Oh, I could fragile jump. I'll just go to that. Oh, that's all my shit. Do all safe houses work the same? Hold on. Okay. I don't want to lose all my stuff. I'm not doing that. out, game. Fuck me in the ass. That is not where we need to go. Shit, oh well. Vehicles withstand a lot of shit. Give him a life. Yeah, there we go. Get it, come on.
I'm helpless and hopeful to remain so.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Delivered your fish.
Delivering cargo. Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
There we go. Lightning blue. Oh yeah, that's. I'm changing that as soon as I can.
Thank you for your good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Alright.
Thank you, Sam. In reclaiming our past, we've uncovered a number of vital clues. Don't worry, I just got back. We have time. When you met with Mama, you experienced a strong antigen-antibody reaction, correct?
There was a BT in the room.
There was, but something else may have been causing it. I've discovered large quantities of chiral matter in Mama as well. Not just the usual kind that collects on our skin or on our suits. It's in all her cells. Cells that are no longer active. The BT you encountered there was special. It was her child, but also her own soul. Somehow, her car and half failed to separate. They must have remained connected through the umbilical cord. It's the only explanation.
Is that why I didn't get a bruise where she touched me?
Yes, and there's more.
10 seconds to cardiac arrest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I modified the log times. Headquarters will have no record of what we say. Look, a message from Dead Man. It came with the umbilical cord.
Sam, I'm sorry. You deserve to know what you were carrying. But I couldn't risk Di Hardman finding out about the case. So I had no choice but to keep it off the books. You've got to keep this between us. We still don't know if the director can be trusted. The umbilical cord was taken from Bridget Strand. I removed it in secret. The cord wasn't attached to a fetus. It was outside her body. She asked me to take care of it. Said it was the key to unlocking the Death Stranding. But she insisted that I never tell the director. The cord shows no sign of decomposition or necrotization. Almost as if it's frozen in time. I thought Hartman might be able to make sense of it. So I had it hidden with your cargo at Mountain Knot City.
Deadman's observations were accurate. It's just like Mama's corpse.
What do you mean?
I mean, they share a very unique property. Both contain large amounts of chiralium in their cells. In other words, the President's cord was somehow connected to the beach, and that allowed it to escape the flow of time.
What?
I've put together the bones of a theory. It's patchy, but worth sharing, I think. Life on Earth has been rocked by many extinctions, great and small, including the Big Five. And if you examine the Earth's strata, its history, if you will, you'll find chiralium deposits that can be dated to each. What if the manifestation of beaches and other associated phenomena correspond to extinction-level events?
You mean?
Yes. Our Death Stranding could just be the latest of many. The records and research you helped us to recover strongly suggest that we are in the middle of the 6th extinction.
6th extinction? Come on.
You know what this is, yes?
A frozen mammoth from 10,000 years ago.
Correct. And this?
The Iceman from 5,300 years ago.
They both had the same umbilical cords.
Bullshit.
Humor me. What if the mammoth and the Iceman weren't frozen?
You're saying time stopped for them just like it did for Mama?
Unfortunately, all these specimens were lost in the Death Stranding, so there's no way to examine the genuine articles, but some fragments of data did survive. With the aid of the chiral network, we may be able to piece together something more concrete using Evo-Devo tech. All right, how's this? A dinosaur from 65.5 million years ago. Umbilical cord, not decomposed.
Only mammals have umbilical cords.
No, only mammals have umbilical cords used for childbirth. This is something else. Call it a strand from the other side. I propose that mammalian umbilici are a sort of mimesis of the strand that then evolved over time. we shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life. Trilobites, ammonites, dinosaurs, the mammoth, the iceman, all preserved as if frozen in time, all without exception found with strands, which is to say that
Quasio.
all may have been connected to the beach. And this, when viewed in the context of the extinction entity, EE theory, leads me to surmise that organisms with strands are in fact extinction entities. You see, Sam, EEs are connected to the beach via their strands. And it is through this connection that they somehow bring about a Death Stranding.
So you're saying Bridget was an extinction entity?
It's far too soon to say anything for certain. And since you burned her body, we may never know.
Higgs said Amelie's an EE, that she doesn't have dooms like the rest of us.
Sam, think. Assume that President Strand was an EE. Isn't it possible that her daughter is too? At the very least, Higgs may hope as much now that the President is unavailable.
So he kidnaps her for EE powers or whatever to cause a mass extinction.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I doubt a single EE is powerful enough to cause a Death Stranding, assuming Amelie is an EE.
Well, Higgs sure thinks she's got what it takes.
Indeed. And we need to get her back as soon as possible.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Ah, this one is real. Sam, go west.
How do you want me to handle Die Hardman?
With your customary reserve. Nothing good will come of him learning of our suspicions. Whatever else is going on, we still need the chiral network.
All right.
Activating lab security measures. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So how close are we? Let's hit the next order before I end the video.
It's time, Sam. When you're ready, proceed to the shore of the tar belt and begin work on the chiral relay. Once it's ready, use the Cupid to bring it online. The necessary materials are prepped for you. Supplies are limited, so handle them with care. You'll be carrying a lot, too. All things considered, this might be one of your hardest runs to date. Hartman knows more about the site than I do, so he'll take it from here. It's about time for his wake-up call anyway.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Right. About that way station. The site we have chosen was an original... ironically, because we deemed it a little too... But this time... So let's hope we weren't right to change. Fortunately for us, the foundation we made... All you have to do is transport... I'm afraid it's the only way we can expand them. We're counting on you.
But how much? 150. Oh god. Of course I don't have a vehicle. Okay. There we go. so far. Of course, can't make a truck. Need a truck, not a. Is there a? Hold on. There's a safe house. I can go use a safe house. That's the closest place I can make a truck in Mountain Knot City. Then how do we get? I don't know how else I'm gonna do it. Alright, I'll just figure it out for next video. Hope you guys enjoyed Death Stranding with me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are new and you want to see more content from me, like reactions or drink and food reviews, or just more gameplays, I recommend subscribing. And I greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good day. And as always, this is GoToWonder. Sign off till next time. See you guys then.